I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Goldstein?
That's me, baby. I'm Mr. Goldstein.
When Black and Blue scammed a truckload of cell phones,
Hello?
they hooked up the entire neighborhood.
Sure is hard being a businessman.
But now the mob and the feds want to put them out of business permanently.
We got to disappear.
Master P, A.J. Johnson, Ice Cube, Snoop Doggy Dogg. I got the hookup.
I beat up with a black shirt, no boxing drawers.
Say what?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is another paid request for Jordon. Thank you so much for that. If anyone wants to request any other type of videos, re-reviews, reviews of movies, something else, reactions, pretty much any type of video, you can send your request either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. And this is for a film called I Got the Hookup, which apparently there's a sequel released recently. It's a film directed by Master P, who also stars in the film. And granted, I have to say I got more out of this than the last Master P film I saw that he directed called Hot Boys, with a Z. But, you know, this one, it's a comedy where you have these two guys, one of them played by Master P, the other, Anthony Johnson. He's the guy who played Ezeal in Friday. He's the guy, hey, Smokey's back here taking a shit. Ezeal. Well, I won't tell anyone else. Or he's the guy who slips on the shop. Oh, my back, my neck. I'm going to sue all of you, but we'll settle a court for $20. Like, that's easy. That guy's in this. And the two of them, they run all these scams. They sell this stuff that doesn't work. There's no returns, no refunds. These two ladies are trying to give back the TV. Oh no, just go to this TV repairman, played by Johnny Witherspoon. May he rest in peace. You also have Tiny Lister Jr. May he rest in peace. Found out recently that Mr. Debo himself on Friday, he was in this and many others, The Fifth Element. He passed away, which is too bad. So, salute to him. And the movie is, for me, it wasn't as funny as, say, Friday or Next Friday. I would say it's a time waster. And I got a question recently. Someone goes, what do you mean by a time waster? You say that. For me, there are movies that are great and awesome and I love Friday. I really enjoyed Next Friday. There are films I hate and despise that are a piece of shit. Like Master P's film and directed Hot Boys, which wasted talents of Jeff Speakman and C. Thomas Howell and Gary Busey, and just a piece of shit action movie. That to me sucks. A time waster means if you're doing something on the computer, you pop a movie in, and you just, while you're doing something, there's background noise, and every once in a while you look up, that's a time waster. You know, it's not essential viewing for me. I don't think I would ever watch this film or buy it. But as a one-time watch, I did get some bits of fun here and there. You know, some of the dialogue, like, I'm trying to get my golden pussy so I can retire. Well, if it ain't the Ghetto Twins, Ugg and Lee. You know, I got stretch marks bigger than you. You know what? You're a dumb little 2-inch bitch. Well, you know what? You look like Wesley Snipes from Tu Wong Fu. Like, some of that I didn't mind. Then the whole setup of the film is some guy accidentally delivers to the wrong place these cell phones. Now, I don't know why the motherfucker keeps doing it throughout the film, because you would think the real person that wanted that, they would go, where the fuck are my cell phones? Well, we delivered here. No, you didn't. You must have delivered to the wrong fucking place, asshole. And then their job would be, there'd be no more movie. But apparently that's not how business works in this universe. So they get these delivery jobs where they go to the wrong place, ton of fucking cell phones. Again, apparently the people who were supposed to get them, they don't give a shit and don't call. So they sell off the cell phones. Of course, they don't know what they're really doing with these cell phones. So when people start using the cell phones, it'll go to a different person, or go to the wrong person, or the signals will be caught with the radio. So for example, the bad guy set up this big deal with a shitload of money, where Tiny Lister Jr. is on the other end of the phone, and the whole conversation be able to be heard from everybody, and $70,000 are on the line, and everyone hears it. Oh, it's in a locker somewhere. So everyone goes for the money, and someone gets it, and now, okay, we need to find those two motherfuckers who set this whole thing up, Master P and Anthony Johnson, and now they're on the run. A little bit like Friday, where Ice-T and Chris Tucker were on the run. Technically not from Tiny Lister, but another, you know, just he owes money to Big Worm. I'm a big perm, big worm. Obviously the movie starts off alright. You know, the setup, get into the characters, the feel of it, the dialogue, the back and forth. Johnny Witherspoon as this TV repairman looking like a pimp, and you realize later on he got this expensive, sweet-ass place with beautiful chicks and rich clothes. He definitely knows what he's doing, this character. But then after a bit, it seems like the movie doesn't know really where it's going. Like, you go from a girl asking for credit to a guy saying he'll lick an old woman's pussy for $2, to this romance scene between Master P and this girl who works with one of the phone companies, to then the phones being sold. And it's like, there's not a great flow to it. At least not for me. Also, not all the jokes work. Some of the stuff could have been cut out. Like, there's this character. It's a type of character people would say starts with a re, and reet with a T, has a helmet, a mentally handicapped person with a helmet. It's him going with a helmet. I just didn't think it was funny. I wouldn't say I was offended, but it's like a mentally handicapped guy with a helmet going, I need to punch phone. I'm not over exaggerating. That's how this guy plays it up that much, and I'm going, yeah, I'm not gonna laugh at this. This is maybe kind of uncomfortable. And I'm not the fucking PC police. I'm just going, it's a bit fucking much. And then later on, he and others who are also mentally handicapped are chasing our two lead characters. It's a mentally handicapped gang. And they're all going, did that need to be in the movie? Did it? Was it really that funny? It wasn't to me. Maybe I just have a different sense of humor. So that stuff, I went, oh, that just comes off as wrong, man. Just wrong. At least to me. Just didn't think it was funny. Now, a scene that did work, I like this guy that kind of like Ezeal character in Friday. Which, what Anthony Johnson played in Ezeal in Friday, this other guy does. It's like, I swear, I'll kill myself unless you give me $5. You see, I'll poke myself to death. Like, that guy I didn't mind. But then you did a lot of these random asides. I don't think you needed all of them. You didn't need the mentally handicapped guy or his gang. You didn't need this big guy who his grandma wants to keep doing these Bible studies. At one time he gets arrested and the grandma's like, I'm going to make you have Bible studies twice a day, and I'm going to have you... I'm like, this needs to be a bit more refined and a bit more focused. Like Friday. Friday did that well because, yeah, you have other characters, but most of it is focused on Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. And some of these characters come upon them, but it's mostly focused on them. And there are side characters, but not too much. You know, there's the neighbor who wants them off the lawn, Debo, Bernie Mac, and the guy across the street. Hey, Miss Parker. You know, there are characters, but again, you're still focused on the leads. You're following their story. It's not, oh, here's this guy. Who's he? Why should I care? There's this guy. There's this person. It's like, hold up a sec. And like, as the movie goes on, it's getting a bit more cartoonish. Like, you have these FBI guys that get involved. One of them played by fucking Joe Estevez. For a split second, I thought it was Martin Sheen. I'm like, oh no, it's Joe Estevez. And then they do this thing where him and this guy are FBI guys, and they get faces pulled off because underneath they're two black guys. And I'm going, why? Why this Mission Impossible shit? I guess it's supposed to make some statement about how, well, we wouldn't get this job if we were black, but we got it because we're white. Or we want to hassle these guys, so to hassle them, we'll pretend to be white guys. We don't want them to know that we're black. Or again, if people thought that was funny, cool. To me, I'm like, what the fuck is this? What movie did this become? It's not like in the middle of Friday, all of a sudden a goddamn fucking orangutan came out and said, right turn, Clyde. Like, just some random zany shit like that happening. I just... And just other random asides. This one cop's girl was cheating on him with this little black guy with S&M gear. I'm like, I guess that's funny because the guy is little and is wearing S&M. That's what I mean. Like, it would focus less on Master P and Anthony Johnson, these random asides. Oh no, and then we come back to this. And those two guys are nowhere near a great presence compared to... They were okay at best, but you know, a subpar version of Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. Speaking of Ice Cube, he does have a cameo in here as this gun runner who sells him a few guns. And as the movie went on, like, I thought it started off okay, and for the most part, I'm like, you know, don't mind this part, don't mind that part. But as the movie went on, I cared less and less. When all they're driving and the hoods popped up and this car chase, they're chased through the sewers. They're ready to kill these two guys. And Tiny Lister Jr. has to go to the bathroom and you hear fucking fart sounds. And then the two leads fight it off and they push the porta potty with Debo down the fucking cliff. And I'm like... it comes off as a subpar Friday in a weird way. Like I said, not as focused or refined and not nearly as funny as Friday. But at the same time, I can't say I sat here and I hated it. I didn't... As much as I didn't think the Joe Estevez, that part was funny, it was definitely unexpected and it was a surprise. And again, there were a few moments here or there I went, or huh. But yeah, I mean, I got the hook up. Maybe it just wasn't for me. But again, it didn't make me mad or angry. And those are tough films to review because you're passionate on loving the film or you're passionate on hating the film. When it's a film that you're like, you know, how do you review it? For me, it's hard. That's why I'm not much of a reviewer. But again, I've seen much worse too. I've seen much, much worse. So, you know, and if you're into, if you see the trailer and you see the TV spots, they're on YouTube, you watch it, hey, I want to check it out, go ahead. There's a lot worse. But, it is maybe go watch Friday and next Friday again. Among others. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.